Okay, well, hello everybody. I'm Val of Vala's Vintage and Vine Paperworks, and before you we have the Coffee Cozy gift card holders, and this is how they work. So in the center of these you can place cash or a gift card, and you can add little notes on all the little tags if you wish. And I am doing the tutorial for these today, so thank you for joining. All right, so I have everything already cut out, scored, and shaded. So I have everything all ready to go. We'll breeze through this fairly quick. It's about a 20-minute video. And if you're having to get everything all cut out, you're probably looking at about 25 minutes. It's not really that long. So let's get started, okay? So this is a hidden paper clip. So how that works, you're gonna take your inside piece and you're going to fold it. So the color's on the inside, okay? And then you're gonna place your paper clip on there. And then you're going to take this piece right here. You're gonna fold that in half. Pretty quick and easy. All right, and then you're going to place this inside of here. Just make sure that top's gonna fold down. Now when you glue it, you're gonna wanna just glue on this piece right here. Do not glue here or on the back piece, just on that center piece, because you don't want the sides sticking together or you won't be able to get into it to put your gift in there, okay? So we're just gonna do just on that piece. I try to stay away from the edges because I don't want it seeping, okay? Nice little press. You're gonna flip it, and you're gonna do the same thing on this side. Now when you do your shading on your stuff, you know, use whatever you want. You do you. I did the brown on these because it is the Java series. So I went with the brown. Okay, all right, so it looks like, so we're gonna stick really good. Okay. Set that one off to the side. Now you have your pocket. So you're gonna have to take the one with the flaps. And like I said, I've already scored it, but you're gonna wanna get your little bone folding tool here. And just make sure these are nice and tight. It just makes it a lot easier to attach the other piece. And you're gonna glue, stay away from the sides. Don't get too close to the sides. Just go right down the center. Okay. And I find it easier if I start at the bottom and just kind of line it up and push down. And I like to use this glue because I can move my piece around and get it lined up. So, but use whatever you like. If you have a glue stick or if you like to do tape, do it. Do what's easier for you, okay? All right, so now your pocket is ready. So now we're gonna take these little pockets. Actually, you know what? Let's do these first. This is gonna take just a little bit. So when I attach the whipped cream, I come down from the top. You can see there. I just like to come down a little bit because I want this to kind of hang over the top of the cup when I put it together. So just line it up, make sure your whipped cream is straight. Then I flip it over, and I'm gonna glue at the very end, put a little bit on the edge, and then at the very end underneath. Top, let's put just a little bit more up there. Then you're gonna slip this into place and you're gonna match up the sides, and they should match. If you've stayed with the lines, they should match up pretty good. And that's where your shading comes in, because sometimes, you know, if you have just a little bit peeking out, you can cover it up. A little more than a little bit So then on the opposite side, you're gonna wanna go in there and you're gonna wanna put some glue right down there at the very end, just like on the other side. That's the only place you need it. Okay, you wanna leave these so that they'll flip up. And I keep playing with them as I'm gluing it. Just makes it easier to put it together when you put it in your cover. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. We're gonna let that dry for a little bit. We're gonna take your pockets. All right, get me a jump ring. So I like to add dangles to the pockets. It just adds a little bit of whimsy and a little bit of fun. And so on your sheet of fussy cuts, you'll have bigger ones and you'll have smaller ones. I planned for the bigger ones for the pockets and the smaller ones, you know, to slide inside the pocket, and then the smaller ones for your dangles. And so you're gonna need a jump ring. And your tools. And you're going to pick, now you can do this on the front or the back, front and back, or just on the front. Whatever you'd like. And we're gonna put a hole. Oh, I'm gonna come about this far in. And you don't wanna go down too far because you need your jump ring to fit, okay? Can you see that? You can see where that hole is. And we're gonna grab this jump ring. Last couple of days, I don't know about you, but the energies, my hands don't work, my mind doesn't work, my feet don't want to work. Don't know what's going on, but something's got me a little ungrounded. I have to ground myself. Okay, then you're just gonna slide your little dangles on here. Just like that. Close it up. These work up really quick. You get 3 in a kit. And you can mix and match. You don't have to put all the colors the way that I have them laid out on the sheet. You do you. You do it the way you want to do it. Doesn't matter. Okay, and then we're going to put a little tie on there. Now you can use ribbon, you can use jute, you can use, these are fibers. I like to play with fibers because you get a nice selection. You know, you can pick and choose. There's all kinds of different fibers out there. All right, now we're gonna take this piece. This is gonna be your front pocket. So the piece that I consider the front is the top that I glued on to the one with the little foldy sides. So this is our front. And what you want to remember it's a pocket. So you just want to glue the outside edge, and I got a little bit too much there, but just not too much because you don't want it seeping in too far. So just put a little bit of glue on there, and you're going to place it just barely above the bottom. Press. I'm going to flip it, and we're going to put the back pocket on. Same thing, just make sure you do 3 sides. You don't want to do the whole thing. Place it about the same place on the back. All right. Okay, this piece is ready, and this should be dry enough if there's any glue that's seeped out, but it shouldn't stick. And you should be able to just slide that right down on the top. Trying to get both sides on is the tricky part though. Once it's worked once, then they go together pretty quick, pretty easy. Just have to train it. Okay. There we go. I think it's cooperated. Okay. So as you can see, we've got the top on now. And I'm gonna loosen it just a little bit, just in case that glue is still a little damp. All right, and then you're ready to stuff the pockets. You see how quickly we did that? Now I had already done all my tags, and I've got a couple of different sizes of tags on the sheet as well. So you can add, I don't know if the tags are small enough. Yeah, they are. So you could add one of the smaller tags on the front with your dangles, underneath your dangles if you wanted to too. And another fun thing you can do is with these bigger, and there's some big fussy cuts on that sheet, you can actually make a pocket out of that as well. You could glue it on here before you add your dangles and just glue around your outside edge, and then you can stick some more tags in that. So you've got all kinds of options. Make it fun. You do what suits you. Just have fun with it. And then we're going to stick our fun little things in here. You can write little notes on the back of the cards for the receiver. Let's put that one in the back. A little bit more color up front here. I'll do that. And then there you go. Quick and easy, fast little gift. If you need something in a hurry, print one off and throw it together. Hey, thank you for joining me. You can find me on Etsy. Again, it's Vala's Vintage and Vine, and it's all one word. It's all put together. If you're searching me on Etsy, and soon I will be on Shopify. So watch for me. I have my videos also on YouTube. Thank you for joining me today. Bye-bye.